In fact, my dear friends, let me deal with this aspect. Many times I tell the customer, Mr. Customer, life insurance is not God. जीवन बीमा कोई भगवान नहीं है, लेकिन ये भगवान का वरदान है. लाइफ इंश्योरेंस इज गॉड्स ब्लेसिंग्स मिस्टर कस्टमर. क्योंकि ये से भूमिका निभा रहे हैं, ऐसे रोल निभा रहे हैं, तो गॉड का वरदान की. नंबर 1, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कैन नॉट ब्रिंग अ पर्सन अलाइव. मरा हुआ आदमी को वापस जिंदा नहीं करेगा. भगवान से हो सकता है, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस नहीं हो सकता है. लेकिन व्हाट विल लाइफ इंश्योरेंस डू? लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, ये व्यक्ति ने जो शुरू किया, what he began, what he already started, life insurance will complete it. The children education will see a logical end. They're married, they're settling down in life, the spouse's pension. He began that by marrying this girl, or she began it by marrying this man. Life insurance. Therefore, life insurance plays the role of a guardian. जीवन बीमा एक guardian. Number 2, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कैनॉट सेट द क्लॉक बैक. मतलब पहले दिन वापस नहीं ला पाएगा, मतलब कैलेंडर को बदल के पुराना दिन नहीं वापस ला पाएगा. कैलेंडर में तो नहीं ला पाएगा. इट नॉट ब्रिंग बैक. बट यू नो व्हाट विल डू? लाइफ इंश्योरेंस प्रोवाइड्स अ ब्राइट फ्यूचर. भविष्य बच्चों के लिए, फैमिली के लिए उज्जवल. इसीलिए ये आपके लिए एक मित्र है, फ्रेंड है. फ्रेंड लोग क्या करते हैं? संकट काल में हाथ देते ना, साथ रहते हैं, साथ देते ना. एंड द लास्ट एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस भगवान नहीं है, क्योंकि लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कैन नॉट अवॉइड डीरेलमेंट. डीरेलमेंट जब होना था हो ही जाएगा. भगवान से रोक सकते हैं, जीवन बीमा से नहीं रोक पाए. बट लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कैन क्विकली पुट द ड्रीम्स बैक ऑन द ट्रैक. जल्दी जल्दी आपको वापस ट्रैक में लाएगा. इसीलिए जीवन बीमा एक रक्षक है, वॉरियर है, आपकी साइड का आर्मी का एक जवान है, एक कैप्टन है. लाइफ इंश्योरेंस इज अ वॉरियर. आपकी तरफ से लड़े. जीवन बीमा भगवान तो नहीं है, लेकिन भगवान का आशीर्वाद है. वॉरियर, वॉरियर. कोई भी युद्धवीर के पास 2 चीजें होते हैं, तलवार, स्वॉर्ड. What does he do with sword? He progresses into the opposite regiment. He also has a shield to protect himself. He needs both sword to progress and shield to protect. What is a sword? Earning capacity, Mr. Customer. Your earning capacity is getting opportunities for your family. I repeat again, what is the sword in the hand of the warrior? You are the warrior. But what is sword in your hand? Your earning capacity, your capacity to earn money. What does it do? It buys opportunities for your family. Now you need a shield also. The shield is called life insurance. You need this shield. Now what does it do? It is able to shield your family from the attacks. किस चीज का अटैक होते हैं हमारे ऊपर? डिमांड एंड वांट्स. डिमांड मतलब जो कर्जदार लोग हैं वो डिमांड करेंगे हमसे, दे विल बी डिमांडिंग फ्रॉम अस. वांट्स मतलब पढ़ाई, राशन, ऑल द स्टडीज एंड रेगुलर एक्सपेंसेस. I met a customer few years before. His name is Mr. Prakash. Sorry, Rakesh. Mr. Rakesh, of course, my dear friends, the name I have changed. This is not the real name, because we should not reveal the name of a client. Even for marketing, we should not reveal, because what he dealt with us is confidential. So when we met Mr. Rakesh told, I'm not interested in insurance, Mr. Gopinath. Then we told, sir, let us do some primary testing, and then let us see, sir, whether we really require, if we don't require. Then we did a testing. Then we analyzed the income of the family. And then we understood, if the family is getting 100% income, out of which Mr. Rakesh is contributing to 90% of the family income. Mr. Rakesh, out of the money flowing into the family, in terms of interest, rent, etc., 90% is coming from Mr. Rakesh. So, Mr. Rakesh, this 90% is the sword. ये तलवार है ये आपका अर्निंग कैपेसिटी है. नाउ वी नीड अ शील्ड. किस चीज को शील्ड चाहिए? टू थिंग्स. You need to protect on two things: ongoing basic necessities. Number two, once in a while major responsibilities. Ongoing basic necessities, जो प्राथमिक जरूरतें हैं. एंड राकेश जी, अगर आप परमिट करेंगे तो लेट अस डू अ कैलकुलेशन ऑन बेसिक नेसेसिटीज. एंड ही परमिटेड एंड वी सैट बिफोर हिम एंड वी डिड अ वेरी गुड क्विक कैलकुलेशन. मिस्टर राकेश, can you tell me monthly in your family how much money is required for food, clothes and school fees, etc.? 40,000 per month. How much do you pay in terms of rents, maintenance, electricity bills, water bills, other monthly expenses? It's around 25,000 rupees. Mr. Rakesh, you will be repaying loans also, EMIs, credit cards, 35,000. Do you have any sort of property taxes? No, nothing like that. That means the family is used to 1 lakh rupee per month, 100,000 per month. Now we tell the shield size should be 2 crore. I repeat again, the shield life insurance should be 2 crore, 20 million. Why? Suppose we are expecting 6% return, 2 crores will give 12 lakhs per annum, 1.2 million per annum. And that will be 1 lakh rupee per month. The shield size should be 2 crores. This is science. The sword and shield, art. Both are coming together now, art and science. Suppose he asks me, so don't you think 5 lakhs insurance should be okay for me? I need to show him a logic. Then I tell him, sir, if you think you cannot afford a 2 crore insurance, let us provide for an adjustable level for the family. A family used to 1 lakh rupee, assuming that they live for 80,000 rupees, then also you need a 1 crore 60 lakhs. 200 times the monthly requirement, because we took 6% interest. Mr. Gopinath, if it is 4%, what to do? Suppose we expect a 4% safe rate, then multiply by 250. I multiply by 200 because taking a base of 6%. And anyway, Mr. Rakesh, even for minimum requirement, a family used for 1 lakh, if they have to survive at 50,000 rupees, I think they need 1 crore. But Mr. Rakesh, you would have shown dreams to your family. And if you think they need to be better provided with, then 1.5 lakhs per month, 3 crores. For the benefit of the global audience, I've converted it into millions. 20 million, 16 million, 10 million, and 30 million. Now, this is the time when Mr. Rakesh looked at the figure like. Then I tell him, Rakesh ji, in case you feel you want to consult anybody, your friend, your wife, your CFO, your managers, your good colleague, or your auditor, don't tell him, I'm intending to buy an insurance. Show him this calculation. And tell him, this is my situation. Check this. Is the calculation correct? And if there is any mistake, ask him to correct it. And then let us decide. Because I know these people will consult. They'll go home, tell the wife, आया था गोपीनाथ करके बोल रहा, 2-3 करोड़ का पॉलिसी की बात कर रहा, 25-50 लाख कर लो, उनके लिए कर दूं, उनके लिए. People do this. They'll go back home and tell the wife, they came a big man, insurance man, told me 2 crores insurance, 20 million insurance. I'm thinking for his sake, let me do a 500,000 policy. But when they saw this calculation, anybody who is going to advise them, they know the logic behind this presentation. Fortunately, that day, Rakesh ji agreed to buy a 1.5 crore policy from us, 15 million policy. Initially, he thought there's no need for insurance. Let me congratulate Rakesh ji, because it is Rakesh ji's decision to buy. Always, the applause should go to the customer, not to us. Let me go forward. We met another person. Now, this person's name is Dr. Ravi. Again, name changed. And Dr. Ravi is an orthopedic surgeon. But for him, we did both. Basic necessities also and major responsibility also. So Dr. Ravi, we started asking this question. All of you, please note down this question. We ask the question, Mr. Ravi, Mr. Dr. Ravi, who are all stakeholders in your life? I repeat again, who are all stakeholders in your life? Stakeholders मतलब जिन लोगों को आपकी जिंदगी पर कुछ ना कुछ हक होते हैं. Such people who got some rights in your life, they are called stakeholders. So let's first list them out, and let us see how much money are you providing for them. In fact, Dr. Ravi is not 90-10. You would have seen from the previous slide. In fact, Dr. Kumar is contributing 70. Sorry, Dr. Ravi is contributing 70. I changed the name. Dr. Ravi is not the real name. He is contributing 70% to the family. 30% is coming from other sources. So when we asked him stakeholders, we identified this. Parents, 20,000 per month. Spouse, children, 1, 2. Then we ask, once in a while requirement, higher education. In that particular year, we require 1 crore. For the next child, 1 crore 20 lakhs. And for the child marriage, 1 crore and again 1 crore 20 lakhs. Do you have other dependents? 0. Do you have equity partners? 0. Do you have creditors? Yes, I borrowed money. 1 crore from the bank and 2 crores for our business purposes, hospital purposes. That means 3 crores is outstanding. Loyal employees, would you like to provide them? No, I don't want to. Next, clients, 0. Society, 0. For self, after retirement, 20,000. Now, what happens, my dear friends? All of you watch me. One side, we listed out all the stakeholders in the life. On the other side, we mapped how much money each will require. Now, look at this. Now, this is a regular every month. Now, these are all once in a while responsibility. When required this, suppose I do an Excel sheet calculation of all this, it will appear like this. This comes to 9 crores 20 lakhs. Look at this. In 2020, the family incurred 24 lakhs. With inflation, it keeps on going up. 3 crores outstanding liabilities. 1 crore for this goal. 1 crore 20 lakhs for this goal. 1 crore for this. 1 crore 20 lakhs for this goal. Then NPV is 9 crore 20 lakhs. Dr. Ravi looks at this. What do you mean? Yes, sir. Your today's value of all the responsibilities you have, the warrior, the shield, should be 9 crore 20 lakhs. Sir, as long as the sword is active, what is sword? Earning capacity. As long as sword is active, your family will continue and reach all this, enjoy all this. But if for some reason the sword stops, then there will be a red flag. The family will come to a grinding halt here. 70% of all these expenses are provided by your earning capacity. A warrior needs 2 things, sword and a shield. Your sword is providing or it to provide all this. For some reason, it stops, then red flag. In case you have a shield of 9 crore 20 lakhs, then this red flag instantly will become green flag, Mr. Customer. The sword may not be there, but all these goals will timely do it. And there is only one way to do it. Life insurance, and only life insurance. Nothing else. Nothing else can do this for you. Then Dr. Ravi was kind to us. And he bought 5 crore insurance policy, 50 million, with acceptance that as his income start growing, as he is able to provide more premium, he will touch the target 92 million. The flag here are the numbers here, the NPV, signs. Selling life insurance is a combination of art and science. In the art, the right brain, this is my right brain triggers. In the logic, the left brain works. When we are able to give them both, they are able to work on a whole brain process. हिंदी में बताऊंगा, जब हमने एक डॉक्टर रवि से बातें की, रवि साहब तो बहुत इंटरेस्ट नहीं थे इंश्योरेंस में, बाद में हमने निर्णय लिया, हमने उनके साथ बैठ के निर्णय लिया, स्टेक होल्डर्स कौन है, रेगुलर कितना पैसे चाहिए, उसके बाद कभी कभी जरूरत पड़ता है ऐसे मेजर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज क्या है, वो लिस्ट करने के बाद उसी को ग्राफ में कन्वर्ट किया, उसी का एनपीवी निकाला, एंड उस एनपीवी है 9 करोड़ 20 लाख, जो हम टेक्निकली सीएनए बोलते हैं, कैपिटल नीडर्स बोलते हैं उसको। लेकिन उसके बाद क्या किया, ये झंडा, लाल झंडा, हरा झंडा वो लाया। आई एम गोइंग टू शो दिस फॉर यू अगेन, देखिएगा, लुक एट दिस अगेन। नाउ इफ केस यू हैव अ शील्ड, योर स्वॉर्ड विल प्रोवाइड ऑल दिस, बट इन केस दिस स्वॉर्ड इज नॉट देयर, then the shield for your family will operate. Otherwise there'll be red flag, that means it will stop. But you got the shield, instantly green flag for you. And if anything can do it, life insurance, and only life insurance can do this for you, nothing else. And Dr. Ravi was happy and kindly agreed to give us a 5 crore insurance policy, 50 million policy. A big round of applause to Dr. Ravi, because he kindly agreed. It is his decision, it is his choice. But without this showing, how am I to convince Dr. Ravi? I need to be equipped. Okay, Mr. Gopinath, then I'll buy term assurance. Mr. Ravi, Dr. Ravi, term assurance is only a contingent asset. It will help only if the contingency takes place. If the contingency does not take place, when the real goal comes, you need money. Therefore, you need a combination. You need a certain portion of endowment assurance, which globally is called as cash policies or universal policies. In India, we call it more popularly as endowment type of policy, where there's a savings portion also. On maturity, the sum assured plus bonus plus final addition bonus is given to people. So if you go only for term assurance, it is an asset, but it is only a contingent asset, only upon death. But otherwise, it does not work for you. When you actually meet the goal, you need a real asset. And that asset is possible only when you start saving. For example, Mr. Dr. Ravi, up to this point, what the screen you provided. After this point, you're going to retire. What's the screen? Up to this point, you provided 2035. The term assurance can probably take care. Also for this goal, you need savings. This also savings if you're alive. And plus, if you're alive here, if you had only a term assurance policy, then at this point of time, you will find a red flag. But if you take a policy, which I'm going to suggest for you, a combination of policies, which has certain cash content in it, then here also, you will have green flag. In fact, life insurance is the only asset which can provide 2 green flags. I'm going to show this again to you. Life insurance is the only asset which can provide 2 green flags. You all should be proud, my dear friends. We are involved in an industry which shows green flag. A warrior needs sword. He also needs a shield. Endowment assurances are growing. If people are not able to save money, why are people not able to save money? People are having low income? No, that's not the issue at all. People are adopting a wrong formula where they go in income minus expense equal to savings. That is why whatever will be their income, they get consumed in expenses. They are not able to save money. The correct formula should be income minus savings equal to expenses. Okay, Mr. Gopinath, how does it relate to life insurance? When you buy a policy, you look at it, the amount what you have to save is fixed. The date is fixed. It brings in a discipline in a savings element. But if somebody says, whenever you have extra money, please save, very difficult to save money. In fact, life insurance is able to give that discipline in terms of savings. I'm talking about cash policies. endowment policies because amount is fixed, date is also fixed. जब आप ऐसे कोई पॉलिसी लेते हैं, वहां पे अमाउंट भी तय हो जाते हैं, डेट भी डिसाइड हो जाते हैं, तो वो पर्टिकुलर डेट में वो अमाउंट तो आपको देनी है। जबकि आप और कोई सेविंग्स करते हैं, वहां पे आप मनमानी कर सकते हैं, आप होगा तो दूंगा, नहीं होगा तो नेक्स्ट ईयर दूंगा। लेकिन यहां पे जो इंपॉर्टेंट गोल्स होते हैं, इंपॉर्टेंट गोल्स के ऊपर तो जोखिम नहीं ले सकते ना, वहां पे तो डिसिप्लिन की जरूरत पड़ता है। एंड लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कैन गिव दिस। दैट इज व्हाई से टू ग्रीन फ्लैग्स only and only by life insurance policies. That means you need a good advisor who can customize. It is not off the shelf. You can't go online and give me that, give me that. You need a good advisor who can balance the term insurance content, the savings content, and if required, probably expose you to a higher riskier propositions like unit links, or maybe even mutual funds like. And when people do income minus savings equal to expenses, they live happily. Look at the screen. They live happily. When their age was just 25, they had more money to save because the responsibility less. Suppose they do 100% income, 40% saved, sorry, 40% is saved, 60% spent. When they become 45, responsibilities grow, 100% income, 10% of the bigger income saved, 90% is spent. At age 65, they live with 100% financial freedom. But what is actually happening here is this. At age 25, they spend 100% of the income. At age 45, they spend 110. So how is it possible, Mr. Gopinath? How can anybody spend 110% of the income? You know what they do? Income plus loan is equal to expenses. That is how they live life. And at age 65, a frowning face. The icons here are the art part. How much to save for retirement planning is the science part. In fact, life insurance provides for luxuries. If you're used to it, you don't have to compromise on your luxuries. A well-planned life insurance can provide for luxury.